We're playing Ghost Recon Wildlands, and this is just gonna be us dicking around. And I guess episode 1 of Apartment Shenanigans. Alright.
That sounded super forced, by the way.
Hey, your face is forced.
Yeah, it got forced out of your mom.
Okay. Well then. Force probably because whenever I start talking, I always kind of imagine or think it's supposed to be like a little formal, like a presentation from school or something.
Yeah, that's definitely what it sounded like.
So I don't know. Wait, is this a fucking
Grave? Yes.
That's okay. That's gross.
It's a witch's market. So yeah, but when we picked up the thing, it picked up that like dead
The
goat,
dinosaur-looking thing?
It was a dead goat.
It looks like a dinosaur.
It didn't look like a dinosaur. It's a goat.
Alright, whatever. I'm not driving.
I'm not. There's an ATV here. You want to get on the ATV with me?
Where is this?
Yeah, I don't know. It says it's on the map. It should be here.
There's a dirt bike. I don't see it.
Oh, no, it's not a dirt bike. Can you drive that and I get on it too?
No. Only one
Come
person.
on. Really?
Yeah.
Try it.
We've
There's a
tried.
back seat.
We've tried before.
We didn't try it, did we?
Yeah. I can't get on.
Okay, see ya.
Well, fuck you too.
Well, you didn't want to drive the truck, so now you can walk or drive the truck. That's alright, I crashed already. Can you come pick me up?
Bitch, no, you left me.
Oh, and I can't flip the bike back over.
Shit, I just hit a deer.
Oh, did it look like a dinosaur?
It's a fucking deer. Oh, gosh.
Fuck. Oh, they killed him.
Did they really?
Yeah, you did get shot at.
I'm just now getting back into.
Damn it.
Okay. Well, let's not do that mission again. Let's go to some place we can actually, finish some stuff in.
Well, I finished it by myself.
Oh, aren't you good?
Just like always. Finish on my own.
I'll do it myself. Thanos with the glove. I don't know. Let's... The most embarrassing story.
I don't really get embarrassed.
I mean, you have to have one, like when you were younger or something. I don't know.
Not that I remember. I've never really been one to be easily embarrassed, at least. I mean, like, I kind of get red or whatever, but, like, I don't ever, like, no. I've never been, like, mortified or anything like that.
Nothing in school at all, or, like, hurting yourself in, like, public, and people are like, haha, like, you suck.
I mean, like, you know, when you're walking up the steps in school or whatever, and you, like, think there's another one, or you miss one, like, kind of stumble forward, or you, like, sit down and your chair's pushed further back than you thought, and you, like, fall on your butt, but, like,
Right.
nothing that, like, sticks out in my mind, like, oh, yeah.
Speaking of which, I think it was yesterday at work, I was walking up the stairs, and I was trying to... I think I had computers in my hand, and when I was walking up the stairs, I completely tripped, like, really bad, and I had to catch myself with my right hand, and luckily I didn't drop anything, and when I looked around, no one saw it except for Mike, and I was just like, shit. He just gave me this look and just shook his head and walked away. I was like, yeah, thanks for not, like, laughing at me.
Oh, I would have.
Well, yeah, I know you would have.
Did you see that thing I put in Discord the other day? I think it was. Maybe I just shared it with Kim. But it was like one of the creepiest things I've heard in a really long time. And it was like, I think it's creepy how your body is just one big long tube.
Oh,
and
yes.
it never actually like closes off or whatever. So you're basically just a donut and your food just touches the inside of you.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty good about what we were talking about. Not Otaku, but whatever her name is from My Hero. With her food.
Oh, the invisible girl? I can't remember her name. I actually, you did send it to me, and I showed the intern I was sitting with, and he just looked at me and was like, who is this? I was like, oh, that's my roommate. He's like, oh, okay. I don't see anyone.
Because I'm following you.
They're definitely underground.
Yeah. We just gotta figure out how to get in the ground.
Probably find where the hole is.
I was just gonna say it's probably a hole. This looks like a... We're here.
Wait, there's an enemy. Got him.
Cool. I just kept walking.
Oh, it's not a hole. It's like actual like nice stairs.
Yeah, it's like a mine. I wonder if they mined us coming in here.
Ha ha ha.
Thanks, dude.
Welcome. I know
You know,
you
my
don't.
self-esteem is always safe in your hands.
I know you don't usually get laughs, so I always gotta give them to you.
At least the people I'm friends with laugh at them pretty good. Just not you.
I don't laugh at them.
Sometimes when they're actually clever, but
Oh well, yeah. If it's not clever, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, just shut up. What did you think about the Last Jedi again? I don't remember.
I don't know. That's the one with the Palpatine when he's bad, right?
No, that's the newest one. That's not Solo.
No. Isn't Palpatine the shocky guy?
Yeah, Palpatine's the Sith.
Yeah.
Yeah, The Last Jedi is the newest movie that came out December.
Oh.
That you're thinking about Revenge of the Sith.
No.
Defend the position. Now, I don't know what you're thinking about, but
One of the original trilogy. Empire Strikes Back.
okay. Well, yes. I'm not talking
Are
about that.
Are you hacking this thing or no?
We had to defend it. Look at the objective. You know the thing you have to read?
I don't read the objectives in this game, especially when you and I play. I expect you to just tell me what we're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Like, have good team communication.
I mean, we have great.
Oh, we're not playing We're not playing competitive, so I'm not going to tell you what we need to do already. Cool.
Exactly. But anyway, The Last Jedi is the one that we saw in theaters last.
I gotcha. I forget what I thought about it.
You're helpful.
Sorry. Can we be done with this yet?
Yeah, we'll be done in 8 seconds.
So, what if instead of crying, you cried orange soda and like your eye boogers were like dry and like orange soda things, almost like nerds or something? You know, you could just like pick them out. And
Are you like talking about like that commercial with Skittles where the guy
the Skittles and he has chicken pox? No, not exactly. But
how the hell do we leave this area?
I don't know. I think we're going further underground here, this way.
But
yeah.
So if I cried orange soda,
yeah.
I'd
or like sweat or whatever. Like,
I'd much rather sweat something delicious rather than cry it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, depending on the situation, I'll probably just want to do something with it, and that's a lot of enemies.
Got a lot of enemies.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I was just something I had a very long, serious conversation about in like high school at lunch or something with a friend of mine.
Did you really?
Yeah, we talked about all kinds of stuff, like dumb stuff like that.
See,
We also like talked about how like if body parts could just be like unzipped at the joint and like another one could be put on and zipped back on, and you'd have like different upgrades and ability things, kind of like cyborgs.
I was
Like
about to say
all
that
your
sounds
body
like a
parts,
cyborg.
but like all your body parts, right? Like quick snap pieces and stuff, like your nose or whatever, and like you could swap it to, you know, like when you build a character in Fallout, like at the beginning, you know,
Mhm.
like you had different like traits and advantageous things that you could get. If there wasn't one particular build that was like universally good at everything, so you had to like make compromises and stuff.
All right, I got a question then. What makes you a cyborg? Like, what? How many body? Oh crap!
51% cybernetics.
So it can't just be like, because I was having this conversation with someone. So let's say I'm
Although
going to
you-
consider myself a cyborg. Does that mean you just have to have? I think by definition, you just need to have electronics, basically, or like.
Is it, or is it a threshold?
Is it what? let me look up what makes a cyborg then, or just cyborg in general, and let's see what we get. A fictional or hypothetical person whose physical abilities are extended beyond normal human limitations by mechanical elements built into the body. So, this is where the loophole begins. Because when it says something that extends beyond normal human limitations...
Well, that's just the same discussion or argument about, like, Batman being a Superman or not Superman, superhero or not. What makes you super?
But the thing is, I don't have a fork on my human body normally, but if I am holding a fork and I consider that self a part of my body, I am
then
technically...
You're just considering it, and it being a part of your body is very different because you can consider yourself to be something, whatever.
But I'm technically going beyond normal human limitations if I have a fork and I can use things that do things a fork can do that a normal human hand can't. So am I a cyborg now?
Yeah, but it has to be. I think it has to be physically attached, not just held.
Okay, so by attach,
So
can I tape it?
You'd have to. Well, I guess technically by that theory, that yeah, you could just tape it. But
So I tape a fork to my hand, and I'm a cyborg.
But it's not electronic though. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure, like, most people's definition would mean that it has to be some sort of electronic.
Okay, then I tape a electric toothbrush to my hand. I'm a cyborg. There we go.
I guess by your definition in this conversation, then that would be true, yeah.
I mean, this is the definition according to Google in the dictionary. I guess it depends on how you want to interpret it.
Clearly.
I have a feeling you don't believe in the same things I'm saying right now.
Well, you're just taking it to a very unlogical extreme.
Okay, so if we want to be logical, you think, what, 51%?
Yeah, I mean, that would technically be you're more machine than person, right? But then then you get into the question of what makes you a person. Is it because of being a Homo sapien, or is it because of if you believe in a soul, then if you still have that soul, no matter how much of your physical body is replaced with machine, then you technically would still be a human.
Whoa, that you just try to go deep.
That's what people talk about. The difference between humans and animals is the fact that we're sentient and have a soul. But if you don't believe in a soul, then you're not really any different.
So without a soul, you're nothing.
Well, not nothing. You just are like...
You're just an empty shell.
Yeah. But then you have the same conversation about people that are in comas, right? That don't have... that have very limited brain function. Then are they still technically a human? Or because people consider them to be, vegetables, or what? Are they still technically human because they still have a soul because they haven't died?
Is it bad that
if you're believing in a soul?
Is it bad that when you're saying all this and like talk about souls and empty shells, I immediately thought of
I thought you were going to say you shot someone when the empty casing came out of your gun.
Oh no, I just immediately thought of Harry Potter and the Dementors, because that's basically what they said in that, where when you get hit by the Dementor's kiss, it's a fate even worse than death, because you just become an empty shell of what you were.
Right, and then that kind of leads into like Dante's Inferno type stuff too. Then
how so? I'm not,
because like Dante's Inferno is like different levels of hell with different levels of suffering and different types of suffering. And the general concept of hell outside of Dante's Inferno is like just eternal separation, like the endless void, right? Like we're just falling and you just relive all of your negative parts of your life for eternity.
Because I know Dante's Inferno is like a Bible story.
No, Dante's Inferno is like mythology. Like
I thought it was there's something related
or whatever.
Oh, nope, something in the Bible. Because I remember like when the game came out and everything.
It's counter to what the Bible is, which is probably why people had an issue with it when it came out.
Because I remember I was playing.
There's like 9 levels of hell or something.
I just remember playing the game, and Rachel was talking about it, and then she's like, "Oh, like that's interesting," and she like was actually kind of into it because of what she knew from religious uh reasons and whatnot.
I mean, there's probably some sort of reference to it, but as far as I know and understand of the Bible, that's not it. It's just in the Bible, it's supposed to be eternal separation from God, not necessarily like different levels of like torture or whatever.
Would you rather be a sentient strawberry with the mental capabilities of an average human, or a normal strawberry who thinks normal strawberry thoughts?
That's kind of a lame would you rather, but yeah.
I mean, like, which one though? Because if you're a normal strawberry with normal strawberry thoughts, you're just kind of there, and I feel like you're not even like alive. But like, if you are sentient, is the sentient mean you have arms and like?
No, sentient just means that you're capable of making your own decisions.
But then
and feeling.
If you were sentient strawberry and like you're just a normal strawberry just with thoughts and feelings, are you just constantly thinking about when you're gonna die, when you're gonna get eaten? Like I feel like that's like terrible and like possibly even like worse than just I don't know. That am I thinking too much into it?
Yeah,
But yeah, I guess that's about it. I got nothing else. But yeah, that's about it. I got nothing else. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. See you guys in the next one.